Okay. All righty. Okay, we're back. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the final hour here with your buddy Uncle Bruce. We've got a lot of things going on here in this market. Oh, we got stuff going on. Love this. Rocket Lab up 32 cents, holding at 13.31. SoFi, weird last couple of hours since I left you. When I last saw you, we were sitting around just short of $21 a share. And we're at like 2080, 2070, whatever it was. It went down to 1946. It took about an hour. Stock got heavily attacked. I don't know why. 23 million have traded now. Hit that low, started bouncing off that low immediately, went right back into that 1980 range. Then it reached back into the 20 level. Here we are, 2004, still down 65 cents on the day, nowhere near than as bad as it was, but still, what the heck is that all about? It's been flatlining now around the $20 mark for the last 2 hours. So I was ready to bet the farm that it was going to definitely break 21 today. Very weird action on SoFi. GameStop took a shot to 185. The stock was sitting around 170. What was it? 177. This morning it hit the low 173 range. 172 went from 76 to 185 like a Mount Everest peak, and it backed right off. Within about an hour, it had reached the peak and come back, and it's now holding a 469 gain to 178.66. But I'll tell you, this was a gyration. 1.9 million volume, nothing to get crazy about. But there's signs now. The reason it went to 185, there is news that is coming out today. It looks like, as one of our wonderful people mentioned today, one of our viewers mentioned to me today, that it sounds like they're hiring, they're looking for someone who can or someone that has Ethereum and NFT specialist ahead of anticipated crypto move. There's something to do with Ethereum and an NFT thing. They're looking for, they're posting a job offer for someone in this specialty area. Someone obviously, highly skilled. Very interesting. And that seemed to have moved the market. That announcement, when it went out there on, I think it was Seeking Alpha announced it, came out on their site, that moved the market for a brief moment in time to 185. Company's not saying anything about it. They're not confirming anything. They're not giving us any details. So I can't give you any more than what I'm just hearing and seeing on headlines. But yeah, the shares definitely took a shot on that news. 178.03 right now is where we're at on GameStop. We're up $4.06 a share. So a perfect opportunity was had to write contracts, 185s, 190s, and then backing off. Here we go. But still, the stock hasn't had any more momentum behind that move since that announcement came out. So it's kind of hard to tell. Matterport still down on the day, 18.94, down 53 cents. Nothing much happening there today. On ME, though, there is all kinds of stuff happening on 23andMe. We hit a high of 12.44 about an hour ago. We're at 12.27, up 91 cents on the day on 4.6 million volume. The low today was 11.40. That was just in the first half hour this morning, and we're $1 higher than that. 12.27 last trade. Looking great on ME. Over on Spire, what a day it's having. It's having an even better day because of percentages. The stock hit a high of 647, just around 115 today. It's at 619 right now, up 71 cents. That is a 12% pop on 4.1 million volume. Really good. It hit 3.5 million volume when it ran up to the 647 level, and it has added 600,000 more volume since. So this is today, I would say an average day is a million shares ballpark, 900,000, 1.1. We're 4 times normal today on Spire. So Spire is definitely moving up here. Very, very nice. We're very, very happy to see this. So we're going to keep an eye on that to see what's going on. Of course, as we always do, ATIP up 11 cents. It was as high as 15, I think, at one point. 297 the high today, 6 cents higher than this. So it was is up as much as 17 cents on the day. 2 million volume. ATIP is being picked up by bargain hunters today. Absolute bargain hunters are stepping into ATIP. This is good stuff. It had a midday swoon. It went from something like about 285 down to 275, and now it's popped right back up, hitting the high of 297, 290 a share right now on ATIP. Okay. Smart Rent up to now 1204, up a nickel, and Cyxtera up 18 cents at 965. So Cyxtera's had a bit of a move in this whole thing as well. So everything is green except Matterport and SoFi. And I would not have bet SoFi to have a down day. No way would I have thought SoFi would have a down day today. But it has. It's down 69 cents at $20 even. I'm surprised it's even here. I really am. I'm just befuddled by it. Anyway, there's the latest on what's happening with some of our favorites. Let me take a look at a few other things here as we kind of go on here. The Dow is holding a gain as well. Let me just double check something here. Here we go, and we've got this going here, and we're going to go over to there. And thank you everybody for joining us today. We're going members only on this chat right now. Now that we're on the air again, members only. Thank you, members, for being here. You're the backbone of this channel. Without you, we would not be here. Thank you, members, for keeping us on the air. I love you guys. Thank you for the 72 thumbs ups already for the show. Thank you. Keep those coming in. You have any comments, questions, let me know. We'll see what we can answer here. 617 right now on Spire Global, up 69 cents. That is having one heck of a day. On the Dow, we are ahead of the curve here by 102 points. We bottomed out around 12:30 today when we hit the low of the day, which was 35,734. We're at 35,843. So we're about 110 points higher than the low of the day. We're still up 101 on the day overall, but the high of the day was this morning around 11 o'clock when we were at 35,892, about 50 points higher than this. So it's been not a big range for the Dow, but a good range and a positive day kind of overall here. Watching that market closely. Other markets, we have a 19-point gain on S&P 500, a 37-point gain on NASDAQ. NASDAQ has given up a lot of ground. It was up 1 full percentage point today. It's now only up 1/4 point. We have oil up 83 cents to 84.59. We're now getting ready for, after this market close, we're getting ready for earnings from, I believe, Microsoft, and I think, is it Google today? We're waiting for those results, and all the rest of this entire week we'll have earnings from the high-tech sector as well. Right on. That is the short of it. Spire, of course, this morning announced an internal promotion, I guess. They bumped up one of their employees to COO. That seemed to spark the Spire shares with a bit of an uptick. They were up 10-15 cents, nothing crazy, but it was just nice to see for the first time in a long time the Spire shares have an up move from that 550 range to 545 range, 550 range. Kind of hung around that 570 ballpark for a while, and then the explosion started. We had the first one at 1030 for Spire, where it went from about 570. If I recall, here we go here. Yeah, we were around the 560 mark. We went right up to the 595 mark, touched 610, backed off to the 590 level, hung around $596 for hours, when all of a sudden from $6 to 638, 647 in no time. We had another explosion higher, and I've been waiting for these. I've been waiting for these breakouts to happen, because the stock is so overshorted. Is so I'm certain, with options artificially shorted all over the place, and there are people out there who are in trouble the higher it goes. I mean, if this starts to move, a short squeeze is on, and maybe this is the beginning of the short squeeze. I can't guarantee it, but we are seeing now a volume of 4.2 million. 4.21 million shares traded, 4 times normal, holding the gains fairly well. They get the spike, and then they hang around. They get another spike, and they kind of hang it. They hold it. The stock has not had a significant fall off really all day long, and maybe this is the beginning of the breakout. And the first stop has got to be that 750 to 850 range, maybe 9. See if we consolidate that, then push it into that 10-12 neighborhood. This came from $18 a month ago. People forget that these shares were, 12, 15, $18 just a few months back. And the stock has a ways to go yet to really recover from where it's at. I'm just looking at a 1 month chart on it, and this recovery right now is just a little tail at the end of a doggy. There's all this activity over here, and then all the way down, and we have just a little clip, we've only just started. If this is a recovery, this is not even ground zero. We've got a ways to go, but to see this kind of volume kick in today, this is encouraging on Spire. This is really encouraging on Spire. Your options are probably reacting. Those of you who have stock options, they're reacting for you right now, likely because others are sensing there could be a move here. And so premiums might be building on options as people are piling into them. That's good for you guys. And like I say, if this thing wants to really go, I mean, 70 cents is great. We've got a 70-cent gain today. That's great. It's nothing. This is nothing. A $5 move will really solidify this thing back up here. Will it happen? I don't know. But your contracts, a $1 move on the stock and a $1 move on your contracts, you have $100 a contract coming your way. Every share is 100 shares. So yes, kids, we're watching this very closely. 618, 617 on the market. 23andMe, 12.19 right now, up 83 cents. The high today, 12.44. No complaints on how it's reacting so far. Volume 4.68 million shares. It seems to be just stepping 2 up, 1 down, 2 up, 1 down, 2 up, 1 just across the board, just a straight shot. A nice move here today. This last week, this is a quick peek of the chart for ME the last week. Sorry about all the reflections here, but look at that stock just shooting up here. Fantastic. And this is a 1 month chart on your ME now. Look at that. From the 8s, 7s and 8s now up to this range. The charts are now showing 13 as the next stop. Fine with me. Very, very interesting move here on ME, and of course your Spire. ATIP up a dime and up 17 on Sextera. Very, very interesting. IBM down 3 pennies, trying to come to break even. Coming back, the Dow 90 up 100 now, holding its own. Microsoft up $1.49, Apple up 70 cents. Tesla now only up $8. Tesla got today as high as 1,094. It's now 1,033, so it's given up $60 from its high the day today. It went a little too far too fast. It got all excited, but it went a little too much. Calming down a bit here. Bed Bath & Beyond down 39 cents to 14.08. BlackBerry down 14 to 10.90. Royal Caribbean down 4 cents. Royal Caribbean is now negative on the day. They had their little run. They got it up today. The shares reached 86.69. That was the high today. Now 84.87. Almost a $2 drop off. This is today's chart on Royal Caribbean. Look at that start up there. There's where she started, and it's been downhill with a drop, a little recovery, and now a drop again. Royal Caribbean is giving up some gains. Goldman Sachs up $3.98 a share, doing just fine. So there you have it. We're coming into the last 40 some odd minutes on the day. Excuse me, watching these final trades come through. Where will we be? Most interesting. This is going to be quite a unique thing to watch. DWAC, how is it doing? I don't even know. Has anybody been watching this thing? I'm not really following it, as you can tell. It's just not on it. DWAC, 59.90 down 23.96. Yikes. This just screams danger. Screams it in Technicolor. 34 million plus volume. avoid at all costs. That's my attitude on something like this. In the old days, this is the kind of stock that would be investigated for insider trading, for manipulation, for all kinds of stuff. There would be guys in perp walks going out, but nothing is done nowadays, from what I can tell you. All of this seems to be allowed to happen, I guess, and it is the wildest markets, Wild West, I guess, in the marketplace. And it's just allowed to happen. I don't understand why. I don't understand how. It just is. Never a dull moment. 23andMe now, $12.20, up 84 cents. High today, $12.44. Looking fine. No news today, by the way, on 23andMe. No new news. I did read or I tried to read. Let me clarify myself. I tried to read the SEC filing that the company made. Oh gosh, it's 100 and something pages. At least it feels like hundreds of pages. And I did find the 882 stock price deal. Those of you who don't know, if you're just joining me, 23andMe acquired a company called Lemonade last week on a $400 million deal. That's been reported. What's also been reported is that 100 million of the 400 million is a cash component. 300 million of the purchase price is stock of ME. What was not reported, I can't find anywhere until I dug it out of the SEC reports, $8.82 a share is the price for the stock. They pegged the stock at $8.82 a share to determine the $300 million component. So you divide the $8.82 a share into $300 million. Now you know how many shares are being issued by the company to acquire Lemonade. ME has a bunch of stock out there, obviously. ME is sitting on a market cap of $4.9 billion today. And if I recall, let me double check over here. I can do that right here. ME has 93 million shares outstanding from what I got my numbers right, which 58 million are free trading. And this is why the stock is moving, because this kind of volume can move the markets. 4.6 million plus of volume today, 4.7 million of volume today will move this market with only 58 million free trading. Most of those free trading shares are not available. People don't want to sell them. Anyway, if you want to take $300 million and divide it into 882, we'll do this. We'll come up with 34 million shares. So 34 million shares of the company will be held by Lemonade people. Most of those shares will be restricted from trading, because a lot of those folks will basically be part of the control group that runs ME going forward. They will run Lemonade, and that's a wholly owned subsidiary of ME, and so these shares aren't just instantly free trading stock. Hence why the market keeps going higher, because it comes back to this scenario where on the outside, people looking into this deal are going, well, these guys were being chased for $400 million acquisition, and they took paper, almost all of it, 3/4 was paper, in a company that was once a SPAC, and it was trading at 7 something a share not too long ago. They ended up with an 882 deal. Look at the stock now at 1217. Everyone's happy, obviously, so far. But these 882 shareholders can't just turn around and sell out. So they and Richard Branson and all the other insiders of this company are looking at a lot more than 1221 for their ultimate payoff. And it makes sense, because you can think about how Lemonade could have theoretically gone public themselves. They could have gone public by doing a SPAC on their own. They could have made a merger deal with an existing SPAC and taken it over, and then done that kind of arrangement with a pipe financing, and then they would run a public company. But by being taken over by ME, an existing public company that took over SPAC, they've avoided all that delay. They've avoided all that paperwork that ME had to go through to become a public company. And they're joining an existing public company right now, well-funded public company. Because remember, ME had $750 million in cash before they made the deal to take over Lemonade. They only used $100 million to buy Lemonade. So the insiders got 100 million in cash to divvy among themselves. It's likely giving them all their seed money back and some profits. Then they got a whack of paper, 34 million shares of paper in ME, and every dollar it goes up is $34 million richer for these guys. These guys are $34 million richer every time this thing goes up a dollar. You think they're telling the world how great this deal is? You betcha they're telling the world how great this deal is. And every subsequent deal coming behind this deal, these guys and everyone else will be motivated to promote the stock and the story to anyone that will listen. And away we go. And you guys are into this thing nice and cheap, nice and early, and way to go. So this is the exciting thing about the ME ultimate story. We're now sitting here at $12.22 a share. We're up 86 cents a share here. The high of the day today is $12.44. So just 19 cents away from the high of the day. Nice day going here on 4.73 million shares of ME. Thank you. Spire, as I say, is the one to watch as well. Volume today is 4.2 million shares. And the high today, 647, trading right now, 613, 614 a share, up 65 cents. So this is a most interesting day today. The market cap is now $893 million. We haven't even started yet. This thing is way under its real value. Matt bought DWAC at 42, sold at 133. Roller coasters are fun. Matt, more power to you, man, but it's scary. Uncle Bruce, does it stink for existing shareholders that ME makes a deal at 882 and then it goes to 12? Does that mean ME screwed up on valuing its business, gave too much stock away? Austin, I don't think so. I think you got to understand that it's a two-sided argument here. If the stock were $11 or $12, then Lemonade may have only taken the cash and not taken any stock at all, which would have cost ME $400 million in cash out of their $750 that they had. Where here they used only $100 million in cash, issued some paper which they can't trade. It's restricted. But remember, the deal doesn't officially close till January, so this is going to take until January for the paperwork to get all done, the stock to be all issued, the check to be handed out. Then there's restrictions on trading that paper for months and months and months. So I mean, we could be 15 to 20 a share by the time these guys get any of their chances to sell any stock. I like this deal. I think for shareholders of ME, it's a win because the company has now acquired $400 million of an asset that, in theory, if you kind of look at it this way, the street is saying, you know what, this 882 deal, the stock's at now 12.19. We think this is a $600 million asset because the stock's already up this much. This is being well liked by everybody, and I'm not really not worrying about it. Clay says, Sharon is here. How you doing? Welcome out, Bruce and Jen. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. We did. We enjoyed it, and we're glad to be back. We're happy to be here. It's gorgeous, sunny here in the desert. It's beautiful. We're happy. Thank you, ME, says Drew. Good job, Matt. I got it at 65 and 67, sold two at 175. The rest I sold at different points all the way down to 100. Despite what MSM was saying, no one was talking about DWAC online. They would say it's all over Reddit, then show top 10 most discussed stocks. It was nowhere on the list. Oh, scary. I didn't know that. Thanks, says Trish the Dish. And what else? Let's see. Yeah, most likely inside trading and whatnot. Just imagine those crooks behind this thing on that DW, whatever. Pack of shysters, they say. What can I say? Very scary stuff, that stock. I would avoid that paper. That is a disaster in full Technicolor, and I don't understand how these deals are allowed to do that too, but they do it. Okay. It is what it is. Alrighty. What else is going on here? Thank you guys for popping in. Matt, thank you for that donation. Appreciate it. And Tricia, does a call expire even if it's in the money? All calls expire whether they're in the money or not in the money. It's a question of what happens to the calls at the end of the time when they're in the money. If they're in the money, they're going to be likely exercised if they can't sell out. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I wrote a GameStop 170 covered call for $7. Expires this Friday. Expiring Friday. So I did this yesterday when it ran to 184. I panicked. I bought it back for 12. I wrote a 175 for 3 weeks out for $15 instead. Sweet move. That is a beautiful move. I like it. That is nicely done, Rob. Now you're able to enjoy the pullback. If there's a pullback here, you're able to enjoy it here. As I say, you wrote it for 15. You got $3 more plus the 7 you already got, so you actually are sitting on $10. So if your contract breaks 10, you're in the money, and obviously you're in the money with a higher exercise. But if the shares, roll along here and they stay in this 175, 85 range, but they back off a bit, or as the time goes by, this contract will be well under 10. You will score a nice little deal. Well done indeed. Nicely scored. Let's go GameStop right now. 177 a share, up 320 on the day. Looking at contracts, you're saying that you wrote contracts that you said were 3 weeks out for 15 on 175s. So you're probably looking at November's, and my hunch here is. Let's take a look here. You wrote out, did you go November 12 or further? You probably went out further, November 19. That's my guess. Yeah, you went November 19, and they're 14 to 16.55 right now. There you go. The stock backs off a little bit. The contract will go back to that $12 range, 11 range. You need 10 or less to make a score, a money score on this deal, let alone the fact that your stock is up in price. Nicely done. Yeah, Rob, you're paying attention and you're doing rollovers at the right time, the right way. I like it. Nicely done. All right. And Trish the Dish, Uncle Bruce, I have a question about writing calls. So I wrote a call on another stock that I had expiring on Friday for 82. The stock right now is 83. If I don't get exercised on Friday, but the call does expire even though it's in the money. Again, Trish, like I said, it will expire, but it'll expire at its book value. So if the stock's at 83 and you wrote an 82, it'll be worth $1. You can buy it back for the buck and close out your position and you're fine. You don't have to worry about it. If you sold it, I don't know what you got for it, but let's say you sold it for $3 and it's worth $1 at the end. You buy it for $1, you scored a $2 gain. You want to buy back your contract if you are in the money because you don't want to be exercised, and then you can rewrite a new contract. You can buy back the call anytime you want between now and Friday, anytime you wish, whether you pay what you sold it for, pay less than what you sold it for, pay more than what you sold it for, and rewrite a new contract anytime you want. So keep that in mind as well. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing anyone with my stuff there. And let's go. Let's continue on here. Mallow, I don't know what FCEL is. I don't know what. I don't know who they are. Let's see. There you go. Well done. ME taking a little dive right now. 11.97 down, still up 61 cents. Backing off from the high of the day, which was 12.44. So we've given up some 50 cents. To be expected here, you're going to expect these kinds of waves now on these stocks. If they have good days, they're going to have waves on the other side. To be expected. I am still surprised at SoFi at 19.91 down 78 cents. I think that's a bargain. Somebody obviously got some stock to offload, and they did. Can't understand it. Why would you want to sell into a hot market? I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Spire 604 up 56 cents. Spire topped out today at 647 as well, so it's getting hit. This is the first time after 2 waves of buying where we're getting some resistance coming in. We are into the last 30 minutes of the day. How will Spire close will be the interesting thing to watch today because it's had one heck of a blowout today. ATIP up 5.5 cents, still holding a gain at 285. Where Smart Rent is up a penny, and Sixter up 14 cents right now, 961. IBM down a nickel. Dow's up 82, let's say. Apple's up 70 cents. Microsoft up $1.70. Tesla down now $2 on the day. Royal Caribbean down 28 cents. Was up to $2 to $3 from here, but now giving up some gas. Goldman Sachs up 281. Amazon still holding a gain. Had a big gain this morning. Gave it a bunch back. Gaining again. Up 61. Over on the markets, I've got the Dow up 88. I got S&P up 15. I got NASDAQ only up 19 points. The NASDAQ is now the worst performing index of the day. It's only up 0.13 of a percentage point, where it was the leader. It was up 1 full point when the Dow was only up 1/3 of a point. And so we've reversed roles. S&P is the leader at a 0.34% gain, 1/3 of a percentage point at 15 points. The Dow is up 1/4 of a point, and NASDAQ is up 0.13 of a percentage point. Oil up 84 cents to 84.60 on the day. A most interesting thing. Credit Savage says, one thing I've learned from Uncle Bruce is not to panic. Last Wednesday, I sold 20 SoFi 2050 covered calls when it ran to 21.50 for $1.50 a share. Ran a bit more, but I waited, and today I bought back at 22 cents. Nicely done. You took in $3,000. You were generous to give him $440 back and keep the difference. Nicely done, Credit Savage. Way to go. Larry is in the house. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Jonas Bellman. He is here. That was a great trade, Credit Savage, to write these calls for $1.50 and buy them back for 22 cents. That is called being given money for nothing. It's a sweet ride. You're not giving up the stock. You're a fan of the stock. You're getting paid to hold the stock. That's a beautiful move. I love it. I love that. 23andMe now, $11.92, up 56 cents on the day. The high of $12.44. Volume now 4.96 million. Spire trading at 602 right now, still showing 54-cent gain on a volume of 4.36 million shares. That is where we're at on these guys. SoFi 1992 with that pullback, you got easy money handed to you. Very interesting. Sometimes you can do these trades in one day, sometimes over 2 or 3 days. You never know. Uncle Bruce, do you think the shorts, if still in it, let Spire run up to give false hope, maybe get people to sell, then just push it back down? No, I don't think so. It's possible that the shorts are beginning to now notice more resistance for their game, trying to crush this market, and they're attempting to break the backs and spirit of the traders. But with 4+ million volume, it's getting more expensive now to hold it. I don't know. Karim, everyone has their thought on it and their theory on it, but there's also a lot of day trading going on in this stock because it's so active. It could be a myriad of things going on at the same time. Credit Savage, Nelson says that's a nice haul. Howdy afternoon. Howdy afternoon, Bagel Bunch from Deb. Hi, Deb. Nelson, hey there. It was a fun ride, says Anti-PC. My name is Jones. I don't think there's too much volume. Looked uncontrolled. After all, you never know, right? Let's go, Brandon and IBM too, please. Thank you for the $2 super sticker. Thank you. Mirko, hey, Uncle B, I wrote a covered call on GameStop, 177.50 for 872 for this Friday on a pop-up, and I bought it back 34 minutes later at 546. Normally, I keep them a few days to a few weeks. This also is a fine trade. There is nothing wrong with this trade. This is easy money. I mean, you're being up $3+ a share profit, $300 profit in 34 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, this is a good stuff. Can you imagine if you did 20 of these? Can you imagine? That's nice. Beautifully done. Keep it going, guys. This is the thing with spikes. You get these stock spikes. You write contracts. You sit back and you watch. And whether you get a pullback in minutes or hours or overnight or 2 days or 3 days, the clock will be your friend anyway because the contract is expiring time-wise. But sometimes you get a pullback on a stock that just locks in a quick profit and you say, thank you, may I please have another? And you take these 872 sales and buy them back for 546. That is sweet. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with any of it. I love it. Stock's 177.17. Beautiful job. It pops again. You feel it's popped up a little too much, too fast. Boom, write a call, write 10 calls, write 20 calls, whatever you're doing. Whether they're this Fridays or next Fridays, you figure it out, and you betcha. Rob, hey, by the way, the 175 I wrote was for November 12th, not 19th. Current bid is 10.85, but now I'll wait and get it back. Well, there you go, buddy. Thanks, Rob. Again, I was guessing which one you wrote. I wasn't sure. Good stuff, man. That is really an excellent move on your part. It really is. I love it. I guess Bruce doesn't know what "Let's Go Brandon" means. Oh, yeah, there's a thing last week. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of touch. I was out of town. Go Bagel Family, says Nelson. Yes, indeed. Oh, I love it when you guys are making money like that. That is a sweet way to play this. And if you're trying to learn how to make these dollars that are just being handed out by the option players, check out my classes on stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That's what we're doing over there. There are 10 classes. You get to learn how to write option contracts, the terminology, the logistics of it, the psychology of it. Check them out. They're $100 a class. They're 2 hours long. Here's a $300 profit in 34 minutes. Kind of pays for the class, if you know what I'm saying. I should have bought the original 170 this morning for like $5, then wait for the run-up, but that's all right. Andy, Jennifer, see a whole lot more of that in the future. Lots of entertainment and winning ahead. JMac, this ME spike has been beautiful. Purchased 86 750 calls for January 23rd and 121 $10 calls for January 23rd when the stock was less than 8. Safe to say it was a thing of beauty. Beautiful, JMac. I love it. Let's hope it turns around and goes for another run. I'm sure it will. $11.95 right now, up 59 cents on ME. What a day. 5 million volume now. We're into the last 23 minutes of the day. Spire 602, up 54 cents on 4.4 million shares. We're holding a 7-cent gain on ATIP on 2.28 million volume here. Just checking out my big-ass iPad with these quotes. Fantastic. SoFi back over 20 now, 2002, down 67 cents. Bargoon today, now showing $19.99 on 24.6 million volume. Rob, we never know when that run-up is coming. Jesus is saying, yep, indeed, let's go, Brandon. Birdie, rocket. I wrote one this morning, says Vilbuzz, when it was around 176, and 5 minutes later, it went up. That's not Jesus like. Evan, thumbs, hit the like. It's a button, looks kind of like this. Liz is here saying hello. How you doing? Bruce, do you have slots for do you have slots for something this weekend? Yes, a couple are gone. A couple are still available. If you would like to book a private session with yours truly, Saturday, I'm available at 10 Eastern and 2 p.m. Eastern, so 10 in the morning Eastern or 2 in the afternoon Eastern. Sunday, same thing. I'm available at 10 Eastern in the morning or 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. So if you'd like to book a session, send me a private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Right there, send me a private email. Say, Bruce, I'd like to have a private session with you Saturday at 10 in the morning Eastern time or 2 in the afternoon Eastern time, Saturday or Sunday. The other 2 slots are already sold out. So yeah, love to book a session. Let me know. We'll slot you in. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Champagne rooms with Uncle Bruce. There you go. We'll go over your accounts and go over your strategies, and we'll talk. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. You let me know what you want to cover. We'll get there. GameStop up $2.99 now at $176.96. ME $11.91. Spire $6 even. ATIP up 7 cents. SoFi $19.99. Rocket Lab up 24 cents to $13.23. There's where you're at right now, guys. Looking good. Been an interesting day to say the least. The Dow is ahead by 66 points. We're giving up some ground over there. The S&P up 15 and the Nasdaq up 31. We're waiting for the close. for we're waiting for the close to come because we have earnings coming out tonight on a couple of stocks. So there's a lot of anticipation coming up there. Auntie says those December and January Emmy calls I made months ago were like Easter eggs in my Christmas stocking yesterday, and today still have several left to go. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Well done, everybody. Making some dough in this market. Way to go. My name is Jonas. Says just bought myself some nice stock from Alta Vista, CompuServe, 3DFX Interactive, MySpace. Hope they will moon soon. Well, I hope you all make money in this market. SoFi 1998, ME 1188, Spire 601. ME has given up some ground, still up 52 cents. And the volume on ME now is 5.12 million shares, 1188 last trade. We'll see how it comes through here in the last 19 minutes. What else is going on here? Thank you, everybody. Thank you from whoever this is to the Bagel Fund. Thank you for the donation to the Bagel Fund. I have to actually go to Sherman's Deli after this show's over. Got to get some bagels for the rest of the week. There you have. I heard that Gordon Gecko has a SPAC now. How about that, Mr. Mojo? There you go. Thank you, everybody. Good day to average down on SoFi calls. That's true. $9.95 on the stock. Those are just past companies. I'm old. Says my name is Jonas. I'm just kidding here with these old stocks I'm talking about. What else? We are now down to 19 minutes on the day. 1190 now on ME. A little pop up here. Still up 54. ATIP up 5.5. Spire up 47 to 594. Volume now 4.5 million. We'll see how that one closes today. Any gain on Spire today would be the first day with a positive move in over a week, maybe longer. So we'll see how this plays out. It has been a long, ugly grind down on Spire until today. Today, the breakout happened. We're going to have to see how this holds and how this one performs. Sextera is up 15 cents here, still holding, and the Dow now up 72. Welcome back, Uncle Bruce's BW. I hope the wedding was good and that you didn't overindulge in the buffet reception. When is Matterport going to get some love? It's just a holding pattern since September. I hear you there. I wonder if they're in the middle of a deal too. I really wonder if they're in the middle of deep discussions on the deal, and no one's saying anything. It's been kind of quiet over there lately. Kind of interesting. Would love to meet you one day, Uncle Bruce. That is also something we're talking about. Jen and I are plotting an idea to do. We want to do our first real show and tell, like our real first meet and greet. We're kind of thinking about something maybe around the Ontario, California area, which is the intersection of Highway 10 and 15. We're thinking of maybe doing something in that region. Maybe book a room in a hotel, like kind of a meeting room. Announce that to everyone. See how many people want to come out. We're plotting. We're really plotting here. Hey, Emmy, if you could hit 30 by January, that would be pretty cool. AB, you got my support on that one. Drew was the best before Google. People talking about old stocks here. That would be fine by me. 23andMe, 1193 up 57 cents. Spire 594 up 47 cents. Coming in now the last 16 minutes of the day. We'll see what happens. 1996 on SoFi down 71. GameStop 177.25 up 328. Will there be bagels? There might just be. There might just be a bag of bagels for everybody. Bruce, JMac, question about warrants. I'm hearing some talk. A lot of SoFi warrant expiring very soon, but an unnamed date. How will this affect the share price of it all? A lot of January calls. There are warrants outstanding on SoFi. But I believe that they're good for a long time. I didn't think there were any warrants expiring this quickly because usually warrants get issued on these SPAC deals and they have like years. So I'm not sure about that. I'm not. I don't anticipate any warrant to have any effect on the stock. I really am not. But we'll see what's going on. How far is Ontario from Tampa? Just north of Ocala? Yeah, just a quick ride. It's 15, 20 minutes, no problem. Covered calls. I get it now. Nice. Too bad I didn't know this last year when all the SPAC stocks went to the moon. Says Adam, lighten up. Says Uncle Bruce, I rolled my SoFi calls forward and up. I went from strike 15 to strike 17 and a halves, but was surprised the new call would be more negatively affected by the stock price drop due to the difference in option trade price. This there's probably more premium in it. Maybe that had something to do with it. This November for warrants, can't find sources. JMac, Robert, CYXT has also been very quiet since their merger. I know there's something. I think there's something cooking there. I would definitely make that drive, Uncle Bruce. If you and Auntie Jen ever drive up the coast, I'd love to buy you both lunch. Thank you so much, Drew. We're thinking about like we would do something on a Saturday or a Sunday, but probably on a Saturday. We'd book a hotel meeting room where obviously there's free parking. The room will hold a set number of people. We would offer seats. A certain number of seats would be made available to however many of you were coming. We'd figure out what the pricing of that would be to cover the cost of the room and all that. Figure out from there. And then that would be an opportunity to do a meet and greet with you folks, where I can get up in front of the room and say hi and mention a few things, open up the floor to questions and answers, and then mingle and get to meet you guys. That would be just a fabulous time. We're plotting something. We haven't got anything nailed down. When I do, I'll let you know, and we'll see what we can do. Let's see. Spire now, $5.93, up 45 cents. Still holding a gain, 4.5 million. ATIP, 285.5, up 5.5. Spire, 5.93 on 4.6 million. We're down to 13 million shares on the day, 13 minutes on the day. Going to be a long drive from New Jersey. Yes, there might be a time where we kind of come in your direction. We'll come your way and let when we do something in our neighborhood. My favorite picks are Radio Shack, Blockbuster, Circuit City, and The Wiz. There's my favorites. Carpool. There you go. Just be careful, Uncle Bruce. People are strange. Cool. New member, Calvin. Thank you, Calvin, for becoming a new member. No phones in the meeting, laughing out loud. David, 2 to 3 weeks of SoFi contracts are coming up. I'm poised to write 22s or 23s when SoFi makes the next dollar move. Pick me up too, says Larry. Says John, Larry, Ontario is closer to Ontario, Canada. There you go. Hello all, Spire here, new Spire holder here. My name is Jonas. Well, I kind of said same thing dropped from the high today, but then again, in mostly red sea, green looks strong. Calvin, thank you for joining and coming in here. I'm glad you made it. This is great. How many are here also interested in cruising? Welcome, Calvin. Jersey strong. The Robert writing calls, that is. Let's see. Drive. It's 2022. We actually have an airport here in Ontario now. You also planning on visiting Denmark or Portugal? I'll let you know. I'll let you know. We figured we'd do the first meet and greet in Ontario, California, because for us it's a 1 hour drive over, and there's a lot of folks in the LA area that can pop by to see us. We hope, and hopefully we can put a little gathering together. We'll see how it works out, and then we'll plot future meet and greets, because January and February, Jennifer and I don't know where we're going to be. We don't know where we're going to be living in January, February. We're here to the end of the year. We'll see what's going on. Socius, a little late to the party. Hello, everybody. They've been missing this. Welcome. Hope to see you in Vancouver one day. The Jersey motto, when are you coming to the best coast? Says Michael. I'd love to plan a vacation around that date. Where are the people that whined and moaned about ME? Where are they now? Well, it happens. 1190, 1187, 1190 on ME, up 51 on 5.198 million. Spire 592, up 44 cents on 4.6 million. Gamestop holding a 342 gain. Matterport still down 46 cents. SoFi at 1996, down 73. We got a 14-cent gain on Sextera. Do the meet and greet in Pittsburgh. They're in the middle of everything. You can't take Jen to a Steelers game. You can take Jen, well, yeah, I have to take her to a game after that. Still here. AB bought Spire at these lows. Is like $6 with 760 shares. Set limit sells for $17.98 in the event of a squeeze. If it doesn't happen soon, some tasty calls on the slow climb, it'll be good right anyway. There you go. Cruise seminars. There you go. Yeah, Joshua, I got it. We can take her to the game. We can take her to the game. Cam, if you have a meet and greet, can we jam on guitar? John, ME holders also have ATIP. Calvin, Spire, Hit Squad will be gone soon as they start to cover and buy back shares. Ha. You got to wonder if they're already scrambling to buy back their stock now. I don't really know. 592 on Spire. We've got it up 43 cents. ME 1188 up 52 cents. What a day. Uncle Bruce, you may have said it before, asking anyhow, why would ME wait to buy Lemonade after they go public and not while they were still private? Why do companies wait and pay more once public? To pay with stock? Yes, to pay with stock. Yes. The stock is currency, and you use your currency to acquire assets, and you convince others to become shareholders with you, to partner up with you. So in effect, the Lemonade people aren't leaving. They didn't like sell and walk away. They sold, and they're still sticking around to run their company, which gives ME this operating entity within their larger entity. And you got the Lemonade Group, you got the ME Group, and maybe others coming with other deals. This is all good stuff. Will Yoko sing during the break at one of these meet and greets? Will we get Yoko singing? You know, that would be something. ME is making me happy while Spire is giving me a hard reality check. I'll jam, says Pat. Larry, you have to come to DC and knock some sense into the SEC, then go to New York City and ring in the opening bell. I'll put the good word out for you. We'll make it happen. There you go. Yoko will only scream. I've got 62. I got a 62 Jazzmaster. We can jam with that. Uncle Bruce, definitely let us know what hotel and when in Ontario. I will gladly take a flight from San Francisco for the day to hang out with you. And folks, I have tons of airline and hotel points to burn. There you go. My name is Jonas. Why Steelers? Why not Penguins? Just asking. I used to play that team on 95-96. Jagger was a beast. He certainly was. Adam, sure, Cam, you play guitar. I'll bring the marijuana. Maybe we can get my weed stocks to go up. Robert, are you bringing your bass, Bruce? This is not a musical. Why not both? Maybe a Pirates game too. Oh my God. I jam on Ibanez SV Prestige. AB, don't tell anyone. The story was actually Richard Branson and ME higher-ups just bought some lemonade smoothies at lunch. Stock went up anyway. What are you going to do? Just saying. ME 1195, a little uptick here with 8 minutes to go. Spire still sitting at 588, up 40, but still under some pressure at 588. 4.6 million volume. ME volume 5.249 million. GameStop holding a 342 gain to 177 here. SoFi back to $20, down 69 cents. 25.4 million. Rocket Lab 1322, up 23 cents. 2.6 million shares. ATIP 285.5, up 5.5 cents on 2.4 million today. Smart Rent up 4 cents to 120203. Xterra 960, up 13 cents on 100,000. That's all trading on Xterra. You think something's cooking over there? They are saying nothing. It is quiet. It's like crickets over there. You got to figure something's brewing going on. Something's happening. Someone get drunk and play the drums. Mike, my name is Jones. I would have owned you with the Red Wings. Vilbas, mid-90s NHL was ruled by Jeremy Roenick. Dude was a cheat code. Joshua, meet and greet. How about a live concert? Instead of a meet and greet, how about a live concert with Uncle Bruce? Karim, are you saying Emmy was held in that 8 range to close the deal at a better price? I don't know if it was held there, but the stock got down to that 760, 70, 80 range. And, it had been weeks since we heard anything from anybody. And then, of course, this one hedge fund guy comments saying, I like the stock. It went up to the 9s. 2 days later, boom, this deal falls into place at 882. I have no idea, Kareem. I have no idea. Credit Service, I can't wait for MTTR and SoFi to pop again above 22 so I could sell some more covered calls and make more free money. Also, don't call it marijuana. In Cali, we call it stress medication. Gavin, this pressure on $6 is just so crazy. Someone clearly does not want this over $6, which is a marginal number, magical number. I hear you there. $5.91 now on Spire, little pop up right now, and ME $11.96 up 60, a little pop up there too. Maybe you can meet at my hotel, says Nick. No, Nick, we're not going to Blythe, California to do a meet and greet. No, that's not how this works. We're going to do the meet and greet in LA area where there are 30 million people within an hour or two. I'm sorry, we can't, Nick, we can't make it. Although if people need a place to stay, they can always go to Blythe and catch up with your hotel for sure, my friend. All I know is my gut is telling me maybe, ME, maybe. Robert, we should start a band named Covered Call. Jethro likes that. Chris, I will buy 20 more $10 CYXT contracts for next year just because it's just too quiet. Something is brewing. There you go. Adam. Bruce, is it better to write covered calls with securities that offer dividends? Makes no difference. Makes no difference. Now opening for Yoko Ono, Uncle Bruce, and the polka dots. I grew up in Blythe. Don't do it there, for the love of goodness. Don't do that. No, don't do it there. No, not in Blythe. Oh man, there's nothing wrong with Blythe. Blythe is a fine place. It's a little windy, but it's a fine place. And there are some excellent hotel operators in Blythe that I'm personally aware of. But it's all good. ME $11.95 up 59 cents. Spire $5.90 up 42. We're into the last 4 minutes of the day as we are coming in here to the last of the trading sessions here. Gotta run, says Sharon. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks, Sharon. You take care. Smart Rent $11.99 unchanged. Sextera up 18 cents to $9.65. Robinhood at $40 a share, up a buck. Vanik up $1.48 to $269.99. Home Depot went negative 137 on the downside. We're down 21 cents on IBM. Dow is up 48. Microsoft up $1.85. Apple up 78 cents. Tesla down 465. Royal Caribbean down 46 cents. And Goldman up 326 a share. Rocket Lab up a quarter. Spire holding at $5.90 right now on 4.7 million. We've got ATIP at 287.5. It's up 7.5 cents. ME $11.97 up 61 cents, just under $12. Uncle Bruce and the Ranting Shills. There's another band name. Adam, I would think writing covered calls with stock that offers dividends would be better if you own the stock long term. Why not collect dividends? Why not write your covered call? No, there's nothing wrong with it, Adam. There's nothing wrong with the strategy. It's not, one is not better than the other. That's the answer to your question. There's nothing wrong with either way of doing it. The key, though, is if you're going to write covered calls on something like GameStop, you're going to get way more money per share than if you write covered calls on Apple or on Microsoft. Just saying. But there's nothing wrong with your strategy. Nothing. Chris Savage, San Bernardino, where the words stock pop don't mean stock pops. Oh, my. I guess we are down to 2 minutes, 1 minute, 50 seconds here. We're going to have a gain on the Dow, but not much of a gain. We're up 44 points, 40 points on the Dow. We're up 10 on S&P. We're up 16 on NASDAQ. We're up about 1/10 of a percentage point on the Dow and on NASDAQ. We're up 1/4 point on S&P 500. And we're waiting for for financial results to come out shortly on some of these stocks as we close it up. Rocket Lab is going to be up 1/4 here to 13.25. SoFi at 19.93. GameStop up 367. Matterport down 51. ME up 56 cents to 11.92 on 5.3 million shares. Spire 589 up 41 cents, 4.8 million shares. ATIP 287.5 up 7.5 cents on 2.5 million. We got some volume on some of these stocks. Smart Rent up 4 cents to 12.03. Sextera up 14 cents to 9.61. Watching closely the last minute or two of trading now as the volatility index is 1596. Very good for an up market. The market is looking good to go higher. Still don't like ME. I shorted it, taking 20% profit, investing in Bitcoin. Knock yourself out. I still don't like ME. Continue on. AB, do you think I'd be suicide for a hedge fund to try to attack ME like Spire was attacked, or would nothing surprise you anymore? Hedgies might try anyway. I would be very surprised if anyone tried to attack ME. Way too much Wall Street money into this deal, and more coming, I think. A lot more coming. My thought. Robert, there's some excellent hotels in Copenhagen. Cheap country. $8 for a beer. How about that? Larry, the bells are ringing. They're clapping. It's all over. The tears are about to flow. We can't trade till tomorrow morning. Of course, there's aftermarket, and then there's pre-market. So not all is lost. Okay, fair enough. Final quotes. Rocket Lab up 23 cents. SoFi 1996 down 73. Gamestop was up 394 to 177.91. Matterport down 51 to 18.96. ME 1194 up 58 cents on 5.3 million. Spire 590. 41-cent gain. First gain in over a week for Spire, if not 10 straight days of declines. We finally got a pop on 4.9 million. ATIP up 7.5 cents. We'll take it. Let's see if we can add to it tomorrow. Smart Rent unchanged at $11.99. A little sell-off at the end. Sextera up 16 cents to $9.63 at the end of the day on 123,000 shares. That's all there was. There's Lair, the bellman. I predict good things for SoFi the next few days. If anyone has or text, look at ME numbers. Argyle, I don't know what that means. Mel, my name is Jones. Other stocks keep an eye on our Pan Am, Eastern, and Sears. Sextera, 750 calls for April are 240. Uncle Bruce, how do you like this? Enough time and okay premium to pay. Sextera 750. Well, Sextera shares are 963, so these calls are worth 216. That's a cheap price to pay for a contract for April. That is a good deal. Calvin, look out for volume on Spire tomorrow. Last time it went to 4 million shares. It was 6 million the next day. It could be good. AB, now Spire should go up $1 tomorrow. I can dream, can't I? It can easily go up $1 tomorrow or two. Easily. Any of these stocks. You know how these are operating. You know how they work. A most interesting day, to say the least, as we close out our day here today. After hours on SoFi, we're trading at $20, up 4 cents. GameStop after hours down 35 cents. Matterport, no trades yet on after hours. ME unchanged in the after hours. Spire down 3 cents after hours. ATIP no after hours yet. Smart Rent nothing yet. Sextera nothing yet. We're just starting the after hours trading. The Dow ended up with a 14-point gain, a measly 14-point gain for the Dow after having a big gain during the day. But it is a record high, a new record high close. Any higher close is a record high close for the Dow. S&P up as well. That closed record high, only 8.2% gain. It was up 25 points earlier today. And NASDAQ up 9 points, very measly meager little gain at the end, where we're now waiting for end of the day profit numbers, waiting for Google to come out with their numbers, Microsoft, Robinhood, Texas Instruments, just to name a few of the stocks that are going to come out with earnings very shortly. Waiting to see what they have to say and how good are the numbers really. We're about to find out. Let's see. How about thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce? Welcome back, says JC. Thanks, buddy. AB, this channel has given me gravity of the situation. I used to hear on finance channel shows shares of X went up 251 today, and I think big deal if you own 10 shares, $25. Now I get it. Yes, you understand leverage on these markets and everything else. Yes, you're getting it. Very good. Thank you all for being here, and appreciate you all popping through here. And catching up with me. I do appreciate this. We appreciate your views, your thumbs ups, your kind words, your encouragement. We love it all, and we thank you all. Thanks for those of you who are subscribing to this channel. Thanks to those of you who are becoming members of this channel. The members of this channel, like John Lennon right there, the backbone of this channel. Without John Lennon and others, we would not be on the air. Thank you for the 242 thumbs ups already for this show. I thank you for that. Appreciate it. The Chris Savage, missed you, Uncle Bruce. Good to see you that you're here. John Lennon, thank you for becoming a new member or renewing. Love you. Hey, Uncle Beast, I want to sell Chas covered puts on Spire. What? What do you think about or cash covered puts on Spire? Okay, what do you think about $7 put for May 2022 for 303? So Spire, $7 put, you would receive 303. So you're committing to buy the stock at 497. I like this deal. I sure like that deal. Yeah, Spire. Yeah, it's $1.10 in the money, so it's $1. It's about $2 premium on this deal. Nothing wrong with it. Take a look at that. Yeah, for sure. Putting up $700 to receive 300 premium. Good deal. Yeah, I like that deal. How can we make contact for business opportunities? Just send me an email. brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Send me an email. Hi, John, says Auntie. Welcome, John Lennon. Thumbs ups from Larry. Free thinker, welcome, John Lennon. Sup, everybody. Oops, cash covered puts. Exactly, Julia. Cash covered puts. $700 to get 300 in. Yeah, I like that deal. I like that deal. I like your chances of making money on that deal. A lot of people get annoyed when YouTubers ask for thumbs up, but don't mind it because I always forget. And again, I thank all of you who do give us thumbs ups. It helps our channel grow. It gets us exposure on YouTube. They promote us more. 256 thumbs ups, and they're still coming in. Thank you, everybody. John Lennon left. Bruce left Yoko in Calgary. Welcome back to life, John. Tio, thanks for all you do. You are the hombre. Thank you, John. Please unmarry Yoko. Robinhood down 7% in the aftermarket. Is that right? Robinhood closed at 39.57, now 36.59, down 298. Alphabet beats, Google beats. They made 27.99 versus 43.48 estimate on their stock. Their shares are up $28 right now in extended hours. So Google is higher. Robinhood is lower at the moment. Looking here. Let me get this up here. Google, there's Google right there. Google, up $16 a share in the aftermarket as it beats. We're showing Robinhood down. We're showing Texas Instruments down $9, down 4.6%, 4.7% right now. Google revenues came in at $65 billion versus $63.3 estimated for the quarter. Multiply that by 4. That's $250 billion a year in revenue. These are monsters. These companies are monsters. They're huge. Amazing. Just amazing. Wow. Unbelievable. Robinhood still down $3.32 a share to $36.25. Interesting. We'll treat you better than Mark Chapman did. Thanks, everyone, says John Lennon. Beach Boy, let's not forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Beach Boy. Have a great day, Bruce. The Reddit community missed you. Andy says, good. I opened this morning's show on another tab since I missed it and upvoted that one too a little while ago. Credit. This thing is down badly. DWAC down badly. If only was some way to tell it was a bad idea. No signs, nothing ethical. Folks behind his back. When there's insider trading, AB, the bad kind, CEO politician owes millions of dollars of shares. They buy a bunch of puts, then dump the shares. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Puts on Robinhood. Oh my gosh. Puts on Robinhood. 36.14 down $3, 3.43. Revenues shares tank as revenue falls way short of expectations. That's the headline from CNBC a minute ago. Twitter is down 54 cents on the aftermarket. The revenues of 1.6 billion going forward versus 1.58 estimates. That's kind of in line, but Twitter is off a bit. Robinhood is off. Texas Instruments is off. Waiting on Microsoft to report their numbers at the moment. Waiting on Microsoft. Twitter adjusted loss of 54 cents a share. It is down 60 cents, down 1% on Twitter. I'm just looking at CNBC on my TV over here. That's why you get to see the side of my head. Is this exciting or what? There you go. Waiting for some other quotes to come through and other earnings to come on out. Robinhood is definitely under pressure. Robinhood shares sink. The The revenue came in of 365 million, missing estimates of 431 million, according to Revenue. Revenues increased 35% over the year, but we're well below the second quarter revenues of 565 million, which was boosted by a massive surge in crypto trading. Transaction-based revenue totaled 267 million, with only 51 million coming from cryptocurrency trading. Revenue from crypto trading totaled 233 in the second quarter. Robinhood reported a net loss of 1.3 billion per share, or 206 per share. They were expecting a loss of 137 on Wall Street. So Robinhood is worse than anticipated, and maybe the stock will crap out. That might happen. I don't know. It's at 37.19, down 238. I'm not a fan of this company, in case anyone was curious. What can I say? Microsoft, 22% year-over-year increase on Microsoft earnings. Microsoft is down $1.52 to 308. Andy says, I know I'm buying tomorrow. I'm buying puts on Robinhood tomorrow. Credit Savage, I bought $75 Robinhood puts for December when it hit 80. I still have not sold them, since I think they can get even lower. Also, because I hate Robinhood, probably will take profit soon, though, and buy more puts. Credit Savage, well done. Well done. Robinhood revenues missed. That's what they're talking about right there. The Robinhood is now on CNBC. Revenues miss. So, Bill, what do you want to call the company? Microsoft, microcomputer, software? Oh, thank God. SoFi Solo, says Frankie Avenue. Yep, SoFi gave up some ground today. It's at 1986, down a dime in the aftermarket. 23andMe, 1203, up 9 cents in the aftermarket. Spire, 592, up 3 cents in the aftermarket. ATIP, up a half a penny in the aftermarket. Let's see here. Robinhood, 36.80, down 277 in the aftermarket right now. Waiting on Microsoft, we've got it down $1 in the aftermarket, down only 90 cents in the aftermarket. We haven't had the release yet. I'm waiting for that to come out. There you go. All right. Credit coach here. Screw them. I'll invest SOF instead. Sheriff of Nottingham. There you go. Nick, bagel teamers, if traveling from Phoenix to LA, San Diego, vis-a-vis, Blythe is halfway. Come and stop at my hotel. Mention Uncle Bruce to get 10% off the room rate. There you go. Nick, you're the man. He's promoting this hotel on Blythe. It's a nice place. It's a nice motel. Got a pool. It's great. Yeah. Nick, thank you. Love you. What do we got? Matterport. No, not looking at Matterport. What are we talking about here? Robinhood. Curious about the hood. Robinhood, here we are. 36.70 down 287. Not looking good today. Got to 40 during the market today, but did not hang around that long. Interesting. Waiting for monthly active users are dropping sharply from the second quarter on Robinhood, by the way. That's the indication. Microsoft is now up in the aftermarket. Microsoft is higher. Apparently, it is now up 70 cents to 310.81 at the moment. Email sent, Bruce. You're so good. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you, John, so much. We are waiting for Microsoft earnings. Texas Instruments beats at 207 versus 205, but they must have said something, because their stock is off. Texas down $10 a share. Texas Instruments down 5% in the aftermarket. Not looking good there. I don't follow Texas Instruments all that much, but it's down 10.28 a share. 4.64 billion in revenue versus 4.66. They're 200 million short of what estimates came in. So you're going to drop the stock 5%. How about that? What can we say? Sometimes analysts are a little over optimistic. I don't know. It is what it is. We're up 337 on Microsoft now. We're climbing on Microsoft in anticipation of their numbers. Funny enough, John Lennon is my real name. AB Phoenix makes me think of Bad Santa and the first 15 minutes or so of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, says AB. And bad earnings, great value here. Waiting for Microsoft to report. The stock is at 312 right now, up $1.89 right now. Let's see here. Let's see. Texas Instruments is a major holding inside of SMH. That's true. Let's see. I wonder if Vlad still thinks that Bulgaria is a nice place to live. If so, he can just head back anytime he wants. Hope folks are loading the boat since this is the fourth wave pullback on SoFi, methinks, and from here we will hit the mid-20s and never see 19 again. Big whales are consolidating and loading, and me too. Interesting. John Lennon, Lockheed Martin is what he's wondering about. So good. Microsoft, 227 per share adjusted. Microsoft, waiting for the result to come out. Here it is, Microsoft, 227 compared to what? We don't know. We're up $1.92 on the market right now. Microsoft earnings revenues beat. Estimated was $43.9 billion. It came in at 45 plus billion. Alphabet beat as well. We know that. Microsoft waiting for official release numbers here. Keeping an eye. Apple still up 76 cents in the aftermarket as well. Looking okay. Yes. Fun till Daddy takes the T-Bird away. 313 on Microsoft, up $2.90 a share right there on Microsoft. Looking okay. $3 a share, $3.19 a share gain on Microsoft. Watching for more results. Okay, no laughing at Hood. SoFi earnings are in a couple of weeks, and we do not want bad karma. AB, I hope that Maryland Lockheed is going to make those options print. Tim Apple has been a disappointment. I don't know what's going on here. What do we got? 313 on Microsoft, up 309 a share. Coming through here with earnings. Visa comes in, beats. Visa revenues are beating the market. They're ahead at about a point, $1.66 for Visa. Lots of earnings coming out tonight. Microsoft reporting 22% growth again, up 304 to 313.15 on Microsoft shares. They hit today 312 on the market for a new 52-week high. This 313 is another 52-week high on the stock. Microsoft showing a higher number at the moment. Looking good. Let's see. Still watching Visa over there. That's what's going on, kids. Waiting for Microsoft. What will the numbers be officially? We're getting some trickles of information coming out. See what's going on. Up 362 now to 313 right now. Okay, up 356 on Microsoft, the new all-time highs. Let's see. AB Trump definitely hit that bigger sell button on DWC. Glad I didn't buy it 80. I said I didn't buy it 9. Yeah, yuck. 339 gain on Microsoft, 391 gain on Microsoft, climbing again. Talking about Tesla right now on CNBC. Microsoft up now $4 to 314.02, going higher on Microsoft, up 419 a share, 314.30. Climbing 314.35 on Microsoft. It's moving higher. Waiting for results to come through, but we're hearing all kinds of good stuff on the Microsoft. There we are. Microsoft up 442 right now. Facebook down $12 on the day at 315. Waiting on Microsoft to talk. Okay. 44% loss on Royal Caribbean, by the way, today. Facebook down $12 a share today. We were as high as $330 today, as low as $309 on Facebook. Last at $315 on Facebook. Back to Microsoft, $314.22. We also have AMD Micro coming out with a beat of $4.3 billion versus $4.1 billion in estimates. Stocks up 142. That'll help SMD, the ETF, SMH, I should say. So AMC jumping on an earnings beat, up $1, up 223, up 1.7%. Microsoft up 417 a share to 314.28 Microsoft looking very good. Let's see. Microsoft earnings and revenue top expectations. A word coming out now on Microsoft. Earnings beat expectations. MSFT, Microsoft. Earnings top 20 billion in the quarter for the first time. Very strong hit there. $4 gain on Microsoft as the numbers keep coming through. The numbers are coming through, looking very good on Microsoft. Okay, the stock is up to 314.50, up 439. Looking good on Microsoft right there. Interesting day today. Okay. Cool bean stuff. Google down $9. Interestingly, it turning around. Microsoft up 489. The FDA panel recommends Pfizer vaccine for kids 5 to 11 years of age. Good news there. Kids can start getting inoculated officially. This is good news. $24 drop on that DWAC during the day today. Down another $1.69 in the aftermarket. Yikes. Scary stuff. And GameStop 177.84 at the end of the day, 177.30 on the aftermarket. And let's see, ME closed at 11.94, now 11.95 on the aftermarket on just a 1,500 volume. Nothing to speak about there to get excited about. Spire 5.89 on the end of the day, 5.92 up 3 cents in the aftermarket. No volume. What else is happening? SoFi 19.96 at the end of the day, 19.85 in the aftermarket. I do not know why it's under pressure. Kind of a bargain to me. Rocket Lab close to 13.22, is now 13.12 in the aftermarket. We've got Cisco closing at 55.81, up 67 cents during the day. It's now 55.81 in the aftermarket. Unchanged, it looks like. We've got Apple at 149.32 in the market, 149.40, up 8 cents in the aftermarket. We have ATIP closing at 288 during the day, and 288 is the aftermarket quote at this point in time. IBM 127.13, 127.19. Matterport 1896 for the day, 1888 in the aftermarket. Not much going on over there. Microsoft is the one to watch. 310.11 on the at the end of the day, 315.25 in the aftermarket. The stock is up 5.17 now on Microsoft, a new all-time high on Microsoft as it broke 20 billion in earnings for the first time in a quarter in its history. 315.35 on Microsoft. Robinhood got nailed down 337 to 36.20. Earnings are not there. Revenues are not there. Customers are walking away from Robinhood somewhat. From what we can see in the after-hour revenue miss, the shares reached the low of 36 in the aftermarket, now 35.92, below 36. So the stock is falling even further on Robinhood in the aftermarket. Microsoft now 314.62, up 451, just touched 315 a few moments ago on Microsoft. Very good day on the day. Well, there you have it, kids. That's your day today with your buddy Uncle Bruce. It's great to be back following these markets. We're going to see what happens overnight. Get ready for tomorrow morning. Join me at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow for our next session. 1 hour before the open. Let's see what the markets are going to bring us here. Thank you for the 309 thumbs ups for this show. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Nice to have that come through here. 310 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you, everybody, for that. Join me tomorrow morning, 8:30, as we get ready to start the day again. And let's see how the SoFi wants to do and the ME wants to do and the Spire and all of our favorites. We have potential here. Let's see if SoFi wants to kind of kick it back into gear tomorrow. We'll watch it together. Hopefully you'll get a bunch richer tomorrow. And you got to love that. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 8:30. And we'll see how this market reacts then. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Check out the website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Check out those lessons, learn how to write options and make money in this option market. 8:30 in the morning, my time, Eastern time. 8:30 Eastern time is when I'm on. 1 hour before the market opening. You betcha, guys. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Bye for now.